As we gear up for a busy holiday travel weekend, we are seeing an alarming rise in close calls between airplanes and drones. A JetBlue flight actually collided with one yesterday as it landed at New York City's JFK airport. Listen in here.
We collided with a drone back there in the turn as we were coming to assault. Just wanted to pass that to you.
Just to confirm, was it like right around assault as you were in the turn to join the final?
It was as we were making the turn to assault, so about 10 miles to 12 miles outside of assault. We were coming over that part of land in New Jersey.
On top of that, there have been two other near misses at airports in the area in just the past 4 days. Joining us now in the National Mall is Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy. Mr. Secretary, great to see you. Thank you.
Good to see you guys, too. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
So if you're 10 or 12 miles out, I assume that that's not particularly restricted airspace. So what do you do about these people flying drones?
Well, for these drones, this is managed airspace, and they do not have the clearance to be flying in the flight paths of airlines. So it is restricted. But we have a lot of hobbyists who are now getting access to drones or RC aircraft, and they're flying them in spaces that they shouldn't. So we partner with the FBI and Homeland Security to investigate all of these incursions. Now, this one, the several that you mentioned have been investigated. We didn't see any damage to the aircraft. We looked for remains of a drone or an RC plane. We didn't find that either. So we're still reviewing what took place. But again, we take these complaints by pilots very seriously. And again, people have to pay attention to flight restrictions because, again, a drone or a RC aircraft hitting a plane, very dangerous.
Yeah, people need to pay attention, but not everybody's going to. So it's sort of undiscovered territory. I mean, you're sort of navigating, figuring this process out as you go. I mean, we're looking at close calls. The numbers seem to be growing, and people want to know that they're safe to fly.
Yeah, well, they are safe to fly. We have the safest airspace in the world. By what we're doing with One Big Beautiful Bill, the $12.5 billion, we are making it safer. That'll all be done by the end of President Trump's term, so we're moving at lightning speed. But we've seized hundreds of drones in the last 2 weeks. So if you're just an operator out there who's not following our rules, we'll take your drone and we will either fine or potentially imprison you if you violate. Here's the problem, though. These are good people that are doing bad things with the drone. Yeah. The real concern is if you get nefarious actors, people who want to do us harm. Right. And that's why we partner very well with our national security team to make sure we have all assets in place to see and avoid these kind of
you can imagine
threats.
that the threat has always been somebody bringing something on board an aircraft. But if somebody's got a drone up in the sky, we know how easy it is through the Ukraine war to arm these things with some sort of explosive device. You put that in the path of an aircraft.
The advancements in drones for military purposes or terrorist purposes is concerning.
So we had Jarek Isaacman on just a few minutes ago,
cool.
and everything old is new again. We were talking about the Apollo program and now the Artemis program. I remember the Concorde and the Supersonic, the SST program back in the 60s and 1970s, and you're bringing that back again.
You're not old enough for that, John, but I'll take your word for it. So listen, here.
Trust me, I'm very much old enough for
this. This is exciting. So supersonic flight was banned over land. We're coming up with a new proposal that'll say, listen, we're going to look at sound. We should look at how much sound is coming to Earth to regulate supersonic flight. And so with technology today, the sonic boom, if done right, can ricochet off of the atmosphere and not hit the ground and break your windows. So supersonic flight with this technology is going to be in the next several years in our lifetime. We have the most exciting space in all the departments. I'm not biased, Sandra. Autonomous vehicles, drone technology for deliveries, whether it's your Uber Eats or medicine from the drugstore, but also these advanced air mobility, the eVTOLs, the vertical lifts, electric, cheap, and going to move people through short distances and very inexpensively. So really cool things are happening with the way people move and products move in the country.
I don't know.
All at DOT.
I don't know. What does this look like? How soon are we going to see this amount of change? Are we talking a couple of years? Are we talking?
So drones are already rolling out with deliveries. That's happening across the country. Certain cities. I rode in an eVTOL was with Beta up in Vermont. Amazing technology. We're testing these. We need data. And once we get the data, we can certify. So we're testing these in 8 different zones around the country, starting in September, maybe October. And so in the next couple of years, you're going to see that.
Love it.
The supersonic flight we're probably several years away from that.
Well, there's a
over
company
land.
called Boom that's
Boom,
got a
yep.
product called Overture. And apparently American Airlines, United, and Japan Airlines have all put in pre-orders for these things.
Yep, a lot of investors.
We may be going back to the future.
We really are. And so a lot hasn't changed in this space in a long time. And now we see all of this innovation happening in aviation, but also with autonomous vehicles, whether it's in trucking and cars. So it's a really cool time to be at DOT. And the things that impact your life, AI is going to win all of these races. But after AI, the most technological advancements that are going to happen that impact your life are happening at DOT. And we're trying to get the regulation right. You can't go too fast. You have to keep people safe. Right, but you can't go too slow or the innovators are going to leave, or they're going to close shop.
That's
so
right.
I called it my Goldilocks. You have to get it just right, and that's what we're trying to do under the Trump administration, who has been remarkable in his support for all of this innovation across the country.
Sean, you are one of the most patriotic guys I know. And now as the Transportation Secretary, how are you celebrating America 250 through transportation?
Well, so we've wrapped planes, trains, buses. All of our department has gotten involved, which is very cool. But don't forget, so 4th of July is big, but on August 23rd, around the mall, we're going to have a Grand Prix race. Indy cars, 185, 190 miles an hour. Last time this happened,
It'll be the fastest commute in Washington, D.C. ever.
It was, they did it in 1801 or 1802, and they raced horses.
Horses, yes.
We're now doing Indy cars.
I love it.
So the celebration continues. What I love is the president has leaned into all of these different ways to celebrate. The fight on the lawn of the Capitol on his birthday was absolutely epic. Again, all that's happening here, what's going to happen with the race. It's a great time to be an American.
Oh, by the way,
250 years of freedom.
Your name came up yesterday because John was talking about these souped-up chainsaws, and I said we need to call our lumberjack.
They had a lumberjack demonstration.
Lumberjack sports on the wall. Does it get more American than that bull riding in lumberjack sports?
But you did confirm they were souped-up chainsaws.
They are souped up.
Yeah, I thought so. It sounded like it.
It's not yours.
But you had an unfortunate incident the last time you did lumberjack.
Thanks, John. So last time I climbed a tree was 4 years ago on Fox and Friends, and I actually broke my shoulder. So I'm like, you know what? I'm getting too old for this.
Little known
This-
fact, Stuart Varney also is a
He
lumberjack.
loves chainsaws, yeah.
Yep,
in his
the
farm.
television industry is a hazardous thing to be in.
It can be. It can be. Be careful.
It was so great.
I hit the pad, and it was a tease for Fox and Friends. I was seeing like white light, and I'm like, ah! And then you had to pretend like you're not hurt, right?
Exactly. Got to carry on.
Coming from me, I'm wearing a boot right now.
That was like me running up the stairs of the Philadelphia Library in Fox and Friends. I swear to God, I was having a heart attack halfway up, and I said, I got to keep going. I'm on TV.
John.
You got to keep going.
Oh, dear.
That's right.
It's so great to
Good to
see
see you.
Happy birthday,
Hi to
America.
the family.
Thank you, guys.
And
Appreciate
Rachel.
it.
All right.
Now this.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.